Right, I'm David Wood from the Department of Hispanic Studies, and I currently teach a module on Cuban culture and the revolution to second year students. One of the things that I did when we started up the module, so all of the three modules that I've run in the collaboratory, was that the first session essentially was a kind of a course setup. So I invited all of the students to think about what it was that they were expecting to look at in the course of the module, and what it was that they would really like to look at in the course of the module. So they all did that in their little clusters, 3 or 4 of them around a PC at a time. And I was then able to take those back one workspace at a time so we could all see what they'd done. And everybody else could see what people were hoping to get out of the module, so I could address one by one what it was that they wanted to get out of the module and take on board if there were things that I hadn't thought of including or wasn't planning to include. Either say, yeah, great, we can build that in, or, well, the reason that we don't include that is because resources aren't available, or no bibliography, that kind of thing. So that worked very well initially. The other thing that I've used similarly is to be able to get all of the students logged on to some presentation dummies that I'd done. So I'd got some students from past years, this was on a CILASS grant, to record some presentations as dummies. So I got them to do a good one and a bad one and another good one and another bad one, trying to build in common errors. So my students now can have a look at those, map those onto the assessment criteria that I'm using for the module, and then give it a mark. And then we can all come back at the end and discuss what mark have you given it in these areas, why have you done that, and then kind of try and arrive at a consensus as to what kind of mark I would have given it. And amazingly, they're generally very, very close together for the different groups around the room, and then what my feedback, so I've got feedback sheets that I've presented on Mole for the students to have access to. So they can demystify a little bit the process of kind of giving a presentation. We can go through a lot of the kind of common generic errors that people make when giving a presentation, focus on some of the kind of generic good practice of giving a presentation, and relate all of that to the sort of 5 areas of presentation giving that I'll be assessing as part of their module.